I'm gonna say, where do you look to see that camera?
I don't. I just pray.
I got one teacher that
Well,
does
that one
just
doesn't
like
work right.
South Park show. He says, okay.
Okay. Mr. Garrison on his bitch.
All right, fam. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Bianca's camera is good.
Our camera good.
Our camera is
all that
good.
matters.
That
Should I move
camera
over?
is good. No, I think you're good. Your mic is in your face, though, you see?
Yeah.
So you can move the mic more than anything.
That's a very freaky girl.
But
Get it from my mama.
here we go. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Well, let me start from the beginning. I always clap. All right. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. We're back here again with another great episode of Shameless Plug. It is me, your normal host, Mr. Madison. But we have two very special guests here today. The man right next to me is not really a special guest anymore.
Right.
You've been here forever. He's
I
like,
know
the
it
new
is.
co-host. But we have someone who hasn't been here before. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. Hey, y'all. I am little cousin Bianca. Yeah, that's me.
That's it?
Yeah.
Can we
what-
know something about you?
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to say that I'm pretty much an influencer at this point. I'm a freelance model. I've just been doing a lot of brand ambassador campaigns and things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm working on a lot of new stuff too.
You just popped like 5 sponsored pills in front of us.
Yep.
What were those?
Those were Care of. It's this brand. So basically you take a little quiz on their website.
Yeah.
And it develops like a health plan for you. So
Like a profile.
yeah, so like mine is like stuff from like, feminine health,
Yeah.
my digestive system, and then plant protein and things like that.
So you telling everyone who's watching.
Yeah, buy Care of.
And what's the promo code?
Actually,
You don't got one?
I don't got it.
Okay.
I'll have to just link it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool then. But basically, it's pretty interesting that you're a freelancer model, influencer, a celebrity in the city.
Not a celebrity.
Pretty much. You're
I
really
hope
to
so.
and busy.
Yeah, I'm booked and busy though. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, you made me do this early in the morning because you said you had like 10 photo shoots to get to, a flight to LA, get to go to the studio in Atlanta.
Now he's capping, but
Nah, you were busy.
yeah, definitely do though. I got a video shoot that I'm looking forward to.
A video, like music video?
Yeah, like a music video.
Oh, she's doing music videos.
Not
now.
nothing crazy though. I'm not no vixen, y'all. I'm not no vixen. But
Okay.
it's,
Get the
it's gonna
bag,
be like
aren't
I'm
you?
gonna be like a ballerina.
Oh, is it like a rap video?
It's kind of like a R&B, like chill cookout vibe
They
song.
filmed a new Runaway video.
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that was a Kanye thing. But
Oh.
what's do you know the artist you're doing this for?
Nope,
You just got the gig.
I got the gig. I know I listened to the song, but I can't bring the artist's name to mind.
So let me
Yeah,
ask you.
it's kind of crazy. I don't remember nothing.
Oh no, it's cool. But let me ask you two something. How are you
Yeah.
two so much more plugged in than me? Feel free to answer.
You gotta think. You gotta think. I've been on
bro. I'm not. All right, honestly, I'm my dad and my mom and my
Yeah.
grandma. It's just like I don't know. They know everybody, and then like I'm good at talking. Like I'm good at just meeting people. Like what's up?
Yeah,
like,
it's all about
connecting
the
to people,
network.
making people remember me. That's
Yeah.
what it is. When you meet somebody, make them remember you.
Leave an impression.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave a good
for
impression.
real.
It's easy.
So then you guys are gonna get like all these people on the show eventually, right?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
plan.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Okay.
that is the plan.
No, you know.
But you gotta keep in mind, like I've been in this game for like 4 years, so it took a long time. Like I'm just now getting booked and busy.
4
so you
years
can
isn't
see.
a long time.
Yeah,
That's a
not
long time to not make money off of something.
But for how young you are,
Yeah.
getting started
That's
Yeah.
true.
4 years ago,
4 years isn't that long.
that's not long.
To not
Like,
be in
Yeah.
bank.
because I actually don't even know how you started becoming like who you are. How did it start?
I
Yeah.
had got scouted and when I was like 14, and
Okay.
then I had got booked with this agency. So I signed a contract. Her name was Dawn Martin, and
She's
she
a black
just started sending
woman.
me. Yeah, she's black.
I remember that too. Go on.
But yeah, she started sending me everywhere, and nothing really fell through back then because I was in high school.
Yeah.
And my mama was like, "My daughter's in school. She's not dropping out of school." So she kind of like cock-blocked that opportunity.
Yo,
You know?
I know exactly. Yo, I didn't even know that because I did the same exact thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Don Martin Management, DMM.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. How old were you when you did that?
I had started when I was 14.
Because
Yeah.
you did it without telling anybody, right?
Yeah, at first
Yeah.
I
I
just signed the
remember you
contract
telling me
without
about
telling
this, yeah.
anyone.
Did they make you do like the runway practice stuff? And
Yeah,
stuff? I remember that.
I had development, and take those pictures. I used to like be like a stick at first.
I was so embarrassed because for you as a girl, it's like it's different. As a dude, I don't want to pose and shit, making duck faces.
Yeah,
it's like
not
awkward.
duck faces.
But you gotta do the blue steel. Like I can't do that.
I feel it.
It's a model convo. I'm just out.
Shut up, bro. You got more chicks, man. Come on now.
Yeah, Gabe, you could
Finna
do
get me in
modeling
trouble.
if you wanted to.
But I was gonna lie and say I wasn't related to you for the show just to look like I had clout.
Oh, really?
But then I realized people would just look at all of our eyebrows and be like, yeah, all the
Yeah,
niggas
they're
is-
related. We
Who these
look
three free to
alike.
Kahlo looking ass
Favorite.
niggas.
They would have known because of Gabe.
All right,
That
right.
We
too,
look
that
like
too.
brother and sister.
Yeah, I don't know how we look so much alike. It's weird.
It's weird.
It's
It
the
is
light
really
skin
weird.
thing.
It's a light skin. It's just we just light skin.
And yeah, if someone would be like, where is he getting all these light skinned niggas
It's
from?
because
Like,
I think your mom, she low key favors my dad, like a little bit, like just the light
My mom.
skinness and like the type of hair and stuff. That's how that happened.
you know what always freaks me out? They're like, it's not that bad here, but you go to Louisiana where our family's from, everyone is like related.
Yeah,
Like, how much you want to bet there's some weird shit in that family tree?
you're probably right.
I mean, that's how they keep it looking. Like, I'm just saying.
Oh, dog, chill.
I mean, it stopped with Clint. It stopped with our family, but like,
Yeah.
it's just saying like that's how things go. That's how
That's
things work.
wild.
You gotta keep in mind they was white too.
I mean, even back in the day,
What?
that was like a more normal thing.
it
Or
was
in like certain places, that's still kind of like a more normal.
like they
thing.
hand their like daughters off to like their
Their cousins
brothers
and-
and
yeah,
cousins
nah.
and stuff. Is weird.
It's wild.
That's freaky. I'm not with that. But basically,
I
this
hope
show,
not,
either.
nigga.
this show is about music. At the end of the day, we do like to talk about music. So I'm always happy to have guests on, but I want to know more about you and the music you listen to because
Yeah.
I've known you like my whole life, but we don't ever talk about music and that stuff.
Right. That's
so
true.
what are you listening to?
Well, right now I'm kind of like in an R&B phase.
Yeah.
I still listen to like some ignorant rap sometimes. Trying to move out of it. I'm not trying to be an ignorant person anymore. I'm trying to be focused.
You think listening to ignorant rap makes you an ignorant person sometimes?
For me, it does. Like everybody else is different, but I notice like when I listen to certain things, I start becoming underneath like the influence of certain things. So I kind of like steer clear of certain stuff. Like if I say, for example, like lately I've been like kind of checking out like Mulatto and Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
And so like when I listen to them, it kind of like, I don't know, it's like I get this feeling like I catch a vibe and then I'll like act like that vibe, and I don't want to act like no bougie, trying to get money, scammer, you know what I mean?
I
Like
get
it makes me fall underneath that impression. Like I'm very impressionable, so I gotta feed myself good stuff.
Very honest about that. You
Yeah.
think you're very impressionable with the music you listen to?
Yeah.
Are you that way?
Nah,
I
I
think
would
you
have killed
are.
somebody by now.
I saw how you dressed when you were listening to Odd Future. I think you're pretty impressionable.
But I mean, all right, wait. It's like fast
Let's be
food
honest.
stuff. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But I mean, I take that from like everybody. Like
Right.
I just take that from like where culture's at right now,
Okay, I feel you.
and that's just kind of how it was.
So if you're not trying to get impressioned on by the music you listen to
Yeah.
in a bad way, what's some music you listen to that leaves a good impression?
That's kind of like the thing. Like I'm on like this weird like awakening like high right now, to where it's like I listen to a lot of techno music. Like I have a whole techno playlist on
Really?
my Apple Music.
Like Detroit house or what kind of techno?
Yeah, I have like some Detroit house, and then it's
Yeah.
kind of like chill house music or like Japanese lo-fi. I've been listening to lately.
Yeah.
But other than that, I could always just chill with like Janae Aiko. Like she
course.
doesn't make me feel like too much. Like she's a little sensual, but like other
Okay.
than that, like it's straight.
It's funny because she's probably more toxic than Megan and
She probably is more
she's
toxic.
Very toxic.
But she's
Yeah.
so metaphorical. Like she could put it in a song, you don't even hear it at first because it
'cause she
just
says
sounds
it
smooth.
in such a poetic way.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. So Janae Aiko, would you have a top three? Janae Aiko, what else?
I would say right now my top three. This is about to sound like so cliche, but
No, please.
Janae is my number one right now.
Mhm.
I'm always a fan of Drake because he's just like he doesn't miss really, you know. And then also I've been
Okay.
listening to Chris Brown lately because he doesn't miss either. So
You-
that's
you
like
like
my
Slime
top
and B?
three. Huh?
Did you like Slime and B with Young Thug?
I haven't listened to that. I don't think.
I actually enjoyed it. Man.
Wait,
I
do
like Go
like a
Crazy.
little like sing it a little bit because
You
I don't know
it's the
songs by
album,
name.
but he's talking like album would Go Crazy on it.
Yeah, you've heard
Go Crazy
hard.
hard.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Crazy hard.
But they had a whole mixtape together. It kind
I'll
of
be
flew
honest.
under the radar.
I've never been a huge Chris Brown fan, and I don't know. I don't think he can sing any as well anymore. Like I think his voice has gotten Like he does that over singing thing, and I hate that.
He's always been kind of over the top.
Yeah,
I never.
he over sings, and that will make me not like an artist. You don't care how good you are. If you over sing,
Yeah,
I can't
true.
do it. So that's my only like real gripe with Chris Brown. But Chris Brown,
not that he beat Rihanna though.
Oh,
That's his only gripe.
Right, that's
no,
totally right.
that was probably a little
push
worse.
that to the back of our minds. We don't remember that.
Okay.
Sorry.
No,
Rihanna.
I remember that. Yeah, and then like the whole Frank Ocean thing, and
Throwing
What
bottles.
Frank Ocean thing?
him and Frank Ocean got in a fight.
Oh.
He
threw
called Frank Ocean like
Oh, no.
the gay F word.
Yeah, he dropped the F-bomb and he like threw a bottle, right?
That was Drake.
Oh, he
When
threw a
they
bottle.
him and Drake threw bottles at each other and they hit Tony Parker in the head somehow.
What?
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
getting
like the
put
basketball
hip
player.
to a
Yeah,
lot
'cause
right
they're in
now.
Paris or something. Yeah, Tony Parker's
That's
friend.
crazy.
Oh, right. What were you saying, B?
No, I'm saying getting put hip to a lot. Like I didn't know all that
I feel
happened.
like you probably know more than us, to be honest. You're in the mix.
Yeah, I ain't in the R&B
not
mix.
not in that mix though. I'm
You're
like
the-
in the underground scene.
You'll get there one day.
Yeah.
One
Well,
day,
I'm
right?
not sure if I want to get there. Hearing all that crazy
Nah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other
But
than that, my bad.
so you said Jhené Aiko,
Mm-hmm.
Chris Brown. Did you say another one? Am I tripping?
Yeah, I had said Drake.
Oh, Drake, Drake,
Yeah,
right,
that's why I
right.
said it's about to be like so basic.
Do you listen to anyone with a darker skin tone than you?
Yes, I do.
I'm just asking,
I listen
like-
to like right now, like aside from them, like those are just like my favorites for right now.
Okay.
But it's not because of what they look like.
I
It's,
know.
It's just their
I know, but it's just
the vibe.
it's just funny because they
It
all
is
make
funny.
such like
And they make
sensual music.
Yeah.
So they're just all so light skinned.
Even the
I
content,
know.
like not just how they look.
The content
I'm
is
just
content
so
is
light skinned.
so light skinned.
Yeah.
But I listen to Duckworth and Earth Gang.
Oh, you like?
I'm really
Duckworth,
feeling them right
Duckworth,
now.
sweet. Earth Gang, cool.
Did you listen to the new Spillage Village? album?
No, I actually
It's
haven't.
straight.
I've really been stuck on kind of like their old junk with like Liquor Store,
Yep.
for Earth Gang on it,
Yeah.
and then I like Super Bounce now by Duckworth.
Bro.
That's off the new album.
I think it's
no,
fairly
that's
new.
older, I think.
That's
It's
the older
fair.
one.
It's
Bounce,
like
I think it's like the last, like
The Ugly album.
I can't remember.
I think
Okay.
it's fairly new.
It's on a playlist I
don't
listen
think it's like
to,
that
like
old,
some one of
though.
my friends. But what was I gonna say? The the Spillage Village, Baptized is a banger. The album as a whole is alright.
Yeah.
Baptized is a banger. Like when they're bad, they're bad.
Right. Yeah.
When they're bad, it's
yeah,
like oof.
it's the hit or
like
miss.
like that's just goes for all of them, for Earth Gang and for JID.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they miss,
JID, I think is.
JID doesn't miss that bad usually, but like
Yeah.
no.
I don't think
JID's
JID's great. I think he's okay.
You think he's overrated or something?
I mean, I don't know where people rate him.
I would say he's the best on Dreamville besides J. Cole.
Mm.
I'm not even gonna.
Who do you think is? Who do you?
No. Those two are easily the top two.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think Dreamville's that great. I think Boz
Yeah.
talks about white women too much.
Wow.
Whenever Dreamville released something, I go through so many
who else
skips.
is on Dreamville? Earth
Kaz,
Gang,
Earth Gang,
Kaz.
Ari Lennox.
Ari Lennox.
She doesn't
like,
really count.
She that doesn't count.
Who? Smino's not on J. Or
I don't think
there.
Smino's that good,
You don't think so?
bro.
What?
You
Bro,
like Smino.
his
I
music,
like Smino.
he's not bad, but it's just like, it just sounds like there's other music like that that's better. Like he's like in that Isaiah, I was literally talking to my dad about this last night. He's in the same like realm as like Isaiah and those guys.
Isaiah Rashad?
Yeah,
You
kinda.
think so?
Like kinda, like they're not the same, but they have their similarities.
I catch
And there's
what you're
other
saying.
artists that are similar, and I just think they're better than Smino.
Okay.
I don't know.
I get Smino. I don't think. I think he's like not overrated, but I think people give him a lot of credit just because he's unique more so than
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm
actual.
Yeah,
saying.
it's
People I
his
know who like
creativity.
him way.
And
They
his
think he's better than he is.
type
I
of
think
way
that's
that
my
he
thing.
carries himself, like his whole brand
His
is just
brand
kind
is-
of like it's like awkward, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know
Yeah.
anything about him. I just know some songs.
yeah.
So you're a Smino fan though?
I'm not really a fan of anybody. It's just like
Oh.
I know what I know. You know what I
Sorry.
mean?
I didn't know that.
No,
She
it's
got
okay.
offended.
Like, I'm not a
just-
fan.
No.
fan.
I'm a friend. I know him
Okay.
personally.
Oh no. Not even that. It's just like I just know a few songs from everybody. Like
Yeah, yeah.
when it comes to like albums, like I can't name drop albums or anything like that.
Yeah. I understand. Like I'm pretty deep into this music thing. So
Yeah.
like I'm not like a casual listener, but I get it like for most people, it's like if it's on, they'll listen to it. Mm-hmm. You know, for me and probably you too, Gabe, it's more intense.
Oh, it's intense.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm gonna take a day and listen to this album, that album, that album. I don't know. That's just how I operate.
Yeah, and I have I have ways. Cause like, all right, one thing. All right, here's another thing.
Uh-huh.
So like, whenever I like my one friend, when she at school, like she's the first one that comes to my mind when I think about this. But
Yeah.
Ooh.
so when I would add, like when I would send her an album, she would only add certain songs, but I always just add the whole album. For example, And
Yes.
that's how like I am with music. Because
Yes.
what I like when the album drops isn't what I like. Some songs I like when the album drops, then and a week later I dislike them. Some songs I dislike, and your opinions
Yeah.
just change over time. That's why I can't give an
That's
album
right.
review the next day. I can give I can tell if the album's good or not.
Right.
But I can't be like,
You can't get in depth with tracks.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. You know what happened? I feel really bad because the last episode where we talked about 21 Savage, on Many Men, the people were saying there was a Jeezy diss. And have you heard the song?
yeah, Many Men, yeah.
He says like 21 Savage just saying Jeezy.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch that.
I thought you were saying G-Eazy.
Right. But like it's so obvious. Like he literally just said this is not Jeezy. Like it's an
Right.
obvious diss last
Why is she
episode.
dissing Jeezy?
I don't know.
Bro, you know what's crazy? Off
never
topic.
know.
With
Might need to
Jeezy, though,
promote
it seems like Jeezy's not from Detroit, but Jeezy's just always in Detroit, always
Oh,
be
no.
performing in Detroit. It's like Jeezy's like from Detroit.
It's
Like,
the-
I
yeah.
thought he was from Detroit like most
I
of my
thought
life.
he was too.
Like, shout out Jeezy. He Detroit at heart.
It's there's
Yeah.
a lot of connects like with
Do
BMF
you know what the beef is with Jeezy
and Freddie.
and 21?
Oh, 21? No, I have no idea. The thing is, with Jeezy and his beefs, I never take a side. Because to me, Jeezy's like, he's always the exception. Because I never really listen to him for his like content. I listen to him for the vibe.
Oh no, Jeezy hard.
Yeah,
Jeezy
he's hard, but like, I can't choose between him and Freddie Gibbs. You know?
Oh, he does got issue with Freddie.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't choose between him and 21 Savage. So I just listen, I
I just listen to
disregard.
both.
Yeah.
I can listen to. I mean, I listen to Pusha T and Drake.
Of course.
And that's,
Do you like Pusha T, B?
Nah,
Nah.
I'm not really a Pusha T fan. Maybe because he kind of has like some old bangers,
With
but
clips?
clips.
yeah, but
Yeah.
now he kind of fell off to me.
You like,
I
I
think
know
Daytona
you.
was
He's
the
gone.
best.
He's not even on the scene anymore.
But
yeah.
he's not like that mainstream.
Yeah,
He
he's
always
not.
goes stutter stop with his releases.
I will
but-
say this: the whole cocaine thing is getting. It's like he's been talking about selling coke for longer than he could have been selling it.
Yeah,
He's been
but
talking about selling coke since what 99, 2000.
You saying he's a
99.
cap? Like
but I
he
think
kept it.
I think he does the luxury coke raps better than anyone though. I gotta say
He does
that.
it better than Freddie and Gunn and
Yeah.
Boldy and all them.
You could even though Rick Ross didn't do it, you could throw him in that category.
Rick Ross was
Yeah.
a
Put him there.
Parole
police
officer.
Yeah, parole officer. He ain't-
But I was gonna say something about Pusha T and Clips. Oh yeah, we know you don't like Pusha T, but you have to like know Malice, right? You're both very Christian, so.
Show no.
No
show
malice.
Oh, we should
But you
explain
know that. All right. So did you listen to Kanye Jesus King?
No, actually,
you're
because
not
I
missing
just thought it
anything.
was so corny. Like I didn't believe.
It's
him.
not really a real gospel album.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. And I just think his religion might be fake.
Why?
Nah.
Cause the only thing he really says is Jesus is King. Like I looked at some of his like Sunday services or whatever. They
Yeah.
don't really talk about the Bible really.
So
they
my-
just do music, and it's like it's deeper than that if you're really religious.
Obviously, you're way more religious than me. And my thing about Kanye, at first I'm like, this is fake. But when you look at Kanye's music from College Dropout on, religion's always been somewhat of a, like he's always talked about God.
Yeah,
My
but he
issue with Jesus is
contradicts it.
King, is, like I believe he's really a Christian and all that stuff. My issue with Jesus is King is, he's talking about how God affects him,
Mm-hmm.
not how God just is. He talks about his own experience, and that's not how gospel, like, I don't know, because Kanye obviously is a self-centered person.
Yeah.
And so, but I think on Jesus King, he takes it too far.
Yeah.
And I thought the beats were good and some stuff.
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't really think about. It is a very self-centered album.
It's very self-centered.
Right, and that's why I
Yeah.
said I don't really
Like,
take his
Follow God
religion
is a banger.
seriously because it's not when you are religious, it's not really about you. It's actually just supposed to be about God.
But
Period.
can we also attribute some of that to his mental issues?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he off the deep end for sure.
And a lot of times
sunken place.
people who are very religious, who have mental issues, they take the religion thing like way too
Yeah,
far.
way.
And that, like, you see people like, I mean, they'll be like screaming in the streets. They'll be holding up the signs.
Oh, I see
God
that a
is
lot.
coming.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, you know.
Yeah, like when you start to like really like condemn other people, I think it's like
Yeah.
okay, you're not supposed to judge like that. Like you can inform,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not supposed to be out there like you wretched sinner, you need to change your ways.
Yeah,
like
like,
making it
dude,
seem
not
like you're
everybody's-
holier than thou because we all doing something.
Yeah, everyone's
Not
sinning.
No matter how religious
Yeah.
we are exactly. And like, dang, I lost my. Oh no, I was gonna say when Kanye was working on the album. Remember, there was a thing about how he told people who were working for him not to have premarital sex. It's like, how you gonna
Oh
tell
yeah,
people-
come on, dude. I know you've spent your whole life on the road, having like a ton of experiences.
Talking
Yeah,
about-
it sounds worse coming from him too.
Right, I understand.
But it does sound stupid from anybody, kind of telling people.
Yeah,
that
It's I with my whole thing, like, y'all know where I stand on that. Like, y'all know I'm celibate. So, like, I tell other people, like, hey,
You
try
say y'all
it.
know, like I actually do know this stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I mean, we had a conversation.
I don't know,
Like,
nigga,
we
I
had a
don't know, yo.
conversation.
Yeah.
But I just tell other people, like, hey, you know, this is what the Bible says. When anybody asks my opinion.
Okay.
But it's overstepping if I just go up to a couple and I'm like, don't have premarital sex. You know, like, that's
Right.
not my
Fucking.
place. But
Right.
if you ask me, I'm going to share my opinion.
Like
know?
you won't go up to people unprovoked.
Yeah.
And just do that. I
Right.
understand. It's just it's weird to me that you don't like this new direction Kanye's in. Do you like the old direction, or are you just not a Kanye fan?
I actually really like Kanye. Like, before all this, like, before I was, like, super religious, I used to, like, bang Kanye. Like, I like all his albums pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I love everything that Kanye releases. It's just, like, the Jesus is King thing. Like, that caught me so off guard. And I was hoping that he for real had converted or something.
Well, he's
but
always been
it
Christian,
just
so.
seems
Yeah.
so... You see, I never really considered him a real Christian because of all the other stuff that he was doing.
Why?
I
Come
think he was
on.
deceiving himself.
But that means no one's really
but then,
Christian.
Like, all right, Kanye's like first, like, well, not his first big song, but one of his first big songs was Jesus Walks.
true.
And then, like, he's always talked about like God and stuff. So
Yeah, he talks about God, but when you do it in collaboration with all that other stuff that you put in your songs,
Like
that's
what?
not
He
the
doesn't really-
way that
he doesn't
you're
really-
supposed
he's not
to.
that bad.
go.
He doesn't talk about
he
that.
doesn't talk
bad
about
stuff.
drugs.
Okay, but
really,
it's not about that.
He
But I
doesn't talk
mean,
about-
you know that he be talking about like women and sex and greed and money.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
all against biblical
and
principle.
then he had Yeezus, and I think he recently said that was the furthest he got, because Yeezus, he talks about him being God,
yeah.
and so
A
like,
God.
he
Not God.
yeah, he's
A
a
God.
God, a God. 'Cause
Yeah,
he has
you
that
see,
line
and
where he's
that's
like, I know he's the
blasphemous.
most high, but I'm a close eye, which is a hard line,
hard as
but
fuck.
it's like, but so and recently he said, like, you know, like, he said his thing was like, I was religious, and over time I started to get away from that. And if you look at the music, you could say the same thing, because even on his earlier albums, he doesn't really talk about women like, oh, I'm fucking all these hoes. But then, like, over time, he gets closer to that.
Well, he got more clout too. So
He gets closer to that, and then Yeezus is the furthest he got from it. And then Life of Pablo, because I mean, the whole
I
principle
really
behind
like
Life of
that
Pablo
album.
was balancing those three
yeah,
things. And so, with the three Pablos, I
Yeah.
guess you can call it.
right.
And so, and then he went full out. And then, like, Ye was kind of, I don't know, it was too short.
Yeah, he's when he
Yeah.
finally did his conversion thing. But
Yeah.
I think I listened to his whole discography.
Yeah.
I don't think it's as like sinful.
I don't think it's as simple as you think.
As you might
I
think it
I
is.
think that
Outside
we
of
just
Yeezus.
are on like two different levels. Like, I'm not going to go deep into it, or else your whole subject of this podcast is going to change. But I think that when you have a certain level of biblical knowledge, you can pick out who's for real and who's not. And
enough.
also in the
Okay.
position of when you have that much influence, you have to be careful of how you carry yourself, because then other people are underneath your influence and they start acting that way. And the certain things that he was promoting, like I said, is just strictly against biblical principle. And that lifestyle, even you can't mix good and bad. Like the Bible tells us, we either have to be on fire or you're cold, and lukewarm, you might as well just be cold.
See, but that's always been my personal thing. Is
That's
like
my thing, too.
I can't ever choose like a side.
Yeah.
Like I as a human, like, you know, I always got to be, you know, somewhere in the gray. So I think that's like the hardest part about religion, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to stay devoted. Like, I admit,
Yeah.
like, I fall off and I get back on the wagon and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I choose it just because, like, it brings me peace. And
Yeah.
then he's just, like, God has just proven to me that he exists. And I'm
That's-
like, I can't ignore that you exist. Like, you show me too much.
That's the number one thing I think people need in life is whatever brings them peace.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that matters.
Whether it's religion,
Having a podcast,
having a podcast,
just whatever, like rap music, you know.
as long as it isn't like hard drugs,
Right. As
it's
long
like,
as
all right, nigga.
right,
man.
as long as you're not destroying your family, you
Yeah.
know.
Like, let me shoot up real quick. This brings me peace.
Well, yeah, but like, you
And in
know,
a way, it does bring people
Definitely.
peace,
Yeah.
but it's like,
it's not
come
lasting.
on, homie. Yeah,
No,
it's,
no,
it's all
that's the
temporary.
totally wrong
And
way
a lot
to
of
go
things are
about it.
temporary.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Will having a podcast be?
Oh, don't say that. I don't want to think about that, man. Let's relax. All right, thank you. But I was gonna ask, do you still listen to other rappers now? Then, like, can you listen to the content? Like, I know you don't do Megan Mulatto and Ye, but
I mean,
where do you draw the line?
I personally, like, like I said, like I wanted to do the show. Like I
Yeah.
really, because I mean, I love y'all. Like I
Thank
mess
you.
with
We
y'all.
love you
So
too.
I wanted to do the, I wanted to do the show. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get some music underneath my belt.
Okay.
But as of recently, no, I really don't listen to like secular music. Period. That's
So do you
why.
bang
That's why I
chants?
said like
Like Lecrae?
techno and stuff like that, because it doesn't really have words so much. So it just
So it
it's
can
just
mean
something to
whatever you
listen
want.
to.
It means whatever you want.
Yeah.
So what about like Lecrae and Chance and like those are the only people I think of.
Yeah. I really I don't really like their music that much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, good
Lecrae
music
can
is
get
good
kind of
music.
corny. Like, no offense.
What?
Like,
Lecrae is corny.
Lecrae
He's
is a
cornball.
Christian,
Chance
but it's
is
corny.
one of the biggest cornballs on earth.
Yeah.
And then Lecrae is corny.
I love my wife.
So someone can't be not
It's hard
Christian.
to make positive music.
It's possible that you could be Christian and not corny. It's just they are.
Put me on to some Christian, not corny artists.
I can't.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. Actually,
mean-
no. Andy Mineo, I think that's his name.
Okay.
He
What
has
kind
some
of music is
pretty good songs. There's this one song called Family Picture,
Yeah.
and he's a Christian artist, but this song I don't think is necessarily like a gospel song or anything like that, or even a Christian song.
Okay.
But he's a Christian artist, and he keeps certain content out of his music, and it's
Yeah.
actually not corny. Like, I really like it, and he refers to the kingdom a lot. And so, yeah, that's one that I can refer right off the top of my head, and then I kind of have some people mixed in. But I would say, okay, like I did call Chance corny, but that song that he has where I think it's like Blessed or something. I can't remember how it goes, but I think he actually did do a good job when he like adds in like a chorus and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
there's some Chance songs. I mean, Chance 3 was a good album, but after that, it kind of fell off. And then even like, I mean, like you got other rappers who they don't make religious music, but they talk about religion in their music.
Yeah.
Like Jay Electronica is Muslim, but he still like his lyrics aren't like super Muslim to the point where
Yeah.
you can. It's like a lot of Old Testament stuff, which is obviously the same in
Is it,
Christianity and Islam.
Isn't ASAP Mob Muslim?
Some of them are. I think some members of Ace. I think like Nast and some of them are Muslim, but I don't.
And
Rocky's
A$AP
not.
Ferg.
I think Ferg is Muslim or
Yeah.
something.
I really rock with Ferg. I hate how they're like trying to push him out of the mob.
I think that was like a publicity thing. Though.
You think so?
It wasn't. It
'Cause
was like
Ferg is
members of the
not
mob.
falling
It was
off to
members
me.
of the mob who weren't like. I don't know. Ferg's a member of ASAP Mob, and that's just how it's going to be.
I personally think he's doing his thing.
I think Ferg cool.
Out of all of them, he's actually the
remind me of
most
E40.
consistent.
I honestly think Ferg is probably one of the better acts in that group.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's third best.
Yeah. Well, who's after Rocky? Nast?
Cardi.
Oh, I forget
He
Playboy Cardi
is,
is part of it.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
All right, if we don't count Playboy Cardi, then
No, I'll give you that. You can do that. But
he's better than Nast and 12E and Smokey.
who's Smokey Margella? Yeah, Smokey Margella. Well, give him time. He's a kid.
Cardi disappointed me. I went for my birthday like 2 years ago to his concert.
Playboy Cardi?
And that's when he came out. Yeah. And that's when he came out like, oh, I have asthma. Because all he did was walk across the stage back and forth. I'm like, I did not pay all this money to see
That's a
you
lot
walk
of
across
rappers
the
who have
stage.
asthma who be like hitting, like Tyler be hitting his inhaler during shows.
Yep.
I've seen Vince do it.
Where'd you see Cardi though?
That was Royal Oak, right?
Royal Oak, yeah.
Oh,
I was
okay.
there.
You guys were. Oh
We
shit.
were there.
Yeah.
That's
I think I
crazy.
got. Yeah, I got
was
there.
right in the front too.
I wasn't. I was like in the middle or the back.
Y'all didn't hang out?
Nah,
I
didn't
ain't know he was there.
I was gonna say I think ASAP Mob just uses like the whole Islam thing kind of like aesthetically. Not that that's a bad thing.
It's a
too.
New York thing.
I think
Yeah,
so.
like
New York thing.
a lot of dudes like
Harlem
you just
and
say like thank Allah, praise Allah.
Yeah.
But I mean that you just saying
Alhamdulillah.
Allah doesn't make you Muslim
No,
It don't.
No,
because Allah just means God.
it just means
so-
God. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, who in ASAP Mob really does that? Ferg and
Ferg, he puts it in his music. Like, he like leaves
Alhamdulillah.
trails.
Yeah. Doesn't wait. Does he say
He's like,
Alhamdulillah?
You having like a realization. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. No,
Yeah.
I was trying to think like that. I was like, I look like a fucking
I think
idiot.
that Pete Rocky's saying it too. Or at least
know
he
what
posts
Rocky
stuff like that. Like, he'll give glory to God or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like even if you're not actually religious, like as a black person, it's just like a cultural thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah, it
always
is.
like, God bless you.
Yeah,
Stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, like-
That's just how it is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, I think you're kind of harsh on these artists, to be honest.
Yeah,
Think
I
I'm
I
harsh
you're
on these
hard
artists?
them.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Well, I mean, I feel like you put them into boxes, like either they're Christian and corny, or all either they're
just
not
heathens.
Christian enough or they're not really Christian?
I call it as I see it, and I don't think there's such thing as not Christian enough. It's either you're Christian and you're living like you're supposed to, or you aren't. Or you know what I mean?
So if you, so you
I
have
just
to,
have my own personal opinion. I'm not trying to diss anybody.
So in order to be Christian, there's like a you have to like be very Christian in the sense of like not sinning and not doing certain things.
In order to be a true Christian and in order to be saved, you have to believe that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Right.
Except
I already
that
fucked
he,
up.
Yeah.
No, go on.
Except that he rose from the dead for our sins. That's the main thing. You have to
Right.
accept that we're sinners and that he paid the price for us. And that's why
Then
it's
how
so
can you get
important
mad
to
at
have a
people?
relationship with God, because that's a free gift. And then in order to have a relationship with God, that comes through obedience. And that's like the quickest way that I could put it. God says that if you love me, you'll follow my commandments. So if you don't follow what God says, then you can't love him. That's why I say you're not a true Christian.
This sounds like you should listen to Jesus is King. This sounds like
This
exactly like the
saying some
lyrics off
Kanye,
the
you
album.
You saying some
Really?
Kanye shit,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
I'll have to listen
But then it's
to
like,
it.
all right, where do we draw the line? Like, because people will bring up like the homosexual thing,
Yeah.
but then you could also make the argument, well, shit, niggas was saying that like 100,000 years ago, that couldn't apply now. And then you could also be like, well, we still wear gold, and
Well,
it says in the Bible you're not supposed to wear gold.
Here's the thing, though. So
Let's get into it.
the Old Testament, there's the laws and things like that. When
Right.
Jesus came, he says, I am the new law. Like, he set us free from
Right,
the
right,
law.
right.
So certain stuff like, oh, you can't eat meat, you can't wear gold, making markings in your body and stuff like that.
No tattoos?
That's the law that Jesus
That's
set
the-
us
the,
free from.
That's like
That's
some
the
really
Old
shit.
Testament stuff, you know, because it was also like you can't
you
wear
can't
certain
hide it.
types of cloth and
Ah.
clothing. And Jesus actually came back and he like rebutted all of that. He's like, look, that's not what we're doing
So
anymore.
only stuff in the New Testament.
But yeah, well, not only stuff like this, the 10 Commandments and stuff, that still holds true. But it was talking about like traditions. Like Jesus was saying, like all these traditions that you make, like trying to make yourself feel more holy. He's like, I'm not paying attention to that. He's paying attention to like the real, like hardcore, like sins, like lying, cheating, stealing,
Right.
sex, things like that.
Sex is a hardcore sin?
Okay, not in marriage, not in
Man.
marriage, but that's what he
That's what
came
he's-
for.
yeah, I get what you're
yeah,
saying.
you know.
But
yeah.
then, so I think this is where the whole religion thing lost me. It's like, and I don't want to say lost me. Like, I believe in God
Mm-hmm.
and everything. But I think my issue came in the sense of, I'm trying to think how to say this. How you can't follow some things but not everything. And I mean that as in, okay, like you can't tell me what in the Bible to listen to, like, oh, listen to this, but this doesn't. You know what I mean? Because again, the
Yeah.
Bible's very, very old. Like
Right.
the newest stuff in the Bible is like a little less than 2,000, like 1,800 years
In the
old.
Yeah,
grand
but you
scheme of,
know
like,
the
the universe.
fascinating thing is that it's still
Or
predicting
3
things to this day.
4,000 years old. I mean,
But it also got some predictions wrong.
No, it actually has not.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the one thing that like historians that aren't Christians get really irritated about,
Huh.
the fact that it's never been able to been proven false.
Well, my only thing is, I just think humanity's been around for a longer time. I'm not saying it's
Mm-hmm.
not real, but like I feel like there's some things that haven't been documented yet.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Right.
I
but
mean, to each his own. This is a conversation that can go on all day.
I think this is a good conversation,
Yeah.
honestly, though, because like this show is about music, but
Yeah.
like there's deeper things in life than music. Music's just the gateway.
yeah.
Like we got to talk about life because we're living it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a good conversation.
Okay.
I was going to say though, I think that because there's so many different forms of Christianity, like denominations.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to that.
Right.
I wouldn't say I have a denomination.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like there's so many different ones and there's so many different regional versions of Christianity. And you
Mm-hmm.
can go back to like Zoroastrianism and Coptics in Ethiopia.
Right.
Yeah.
So everyone has like their own, I guess, guide to living.
Yeah.
So I think like when you like judge an artist, you have to look at what their denomination or religious view
Right.
is before you box them in. Because maybe Kanye and you have a different.
Yeah, here's the thing though. Like I
Views.
can completely sympathize with people,
Yeah.
and I can understand why they think what they think.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like the way that I judge Christianity, and not saying like I'm judging like, oh,
Right.
like this is what I'm saying, and
Right.
like, oh, I'm better than them type
you're not the
judging.
be all, end
I'm
all.
not like that.
Just for your
I'm not
life.
saying that, but I'm just saying like when people ask me,
Yeah.
And it's because I only say it because I care about people and I want them to live the best life possible.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, hey, like some of the stuff you're doing is not biblical, or this doesn't align with scripture, because ultimately a lot of people think that the Bible is really strict. But if some people just open up the Bible and actually read it, you'll be like, oh, this makes sense. And God is only telling us to do this because he wants to help us.
Right.
Because, sex before marriage, that's like one of the biggest ones that people can't get behind.
That is tough. That's tough.
He tells us to do that because that creates a lot of heartache and soul ties and things like that. He doesn't want us to become messed up. Right. That's the only reason why,
Do you think
because
I messed up?
I think that we've all messed up. I think we've all messed up because I've realized, like, I think if I didn't entangle sex into some of my relationships, that I probably wouldn't be so jacked up.
I don't think. I think we also need to give ourselves more credit, though.
Yeah.
Because even if you were celibate, even if you weren't, you can still get your heart broken.
Yeah,
you can get your heart broken by someone you didn't have sex with.
You can, but it's like but the sex creates something that's like a spiritual.
Right. There's more to it when that happens.
Yeah.
But I think, like, sometimes it's hard to not have that. What'd you call it? Like heartache.
Yeah.
So even if it's not romantic,
It's
like
true.
it's just that's just life.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's why I'm waiting for marriage, man.
shut up, dog. You're capping, bro. Come on now. This is the honest show.
Yeah, Gay, we all know you ain't doing that.
Just kidding.
As much as that would be cool, but
You said that would be cool.
I mean, yeah, I support people waiting till marriage.
So-
But I'm just saying, Gabe, he ain't gonna do that.
What would you do if my Jewish co-host was here?
What do you mean?
Just kidding.
Like, what would I do? I mean, talk.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Because you obviously, like, you're still like around people who aren't Christian and
Yeah,
things like that. So,
I
yeah.
never
She ain't beefed
like
out with
Right.
like push my faith on somebody.
Yeah.
I plant little seeds. Like I might pray in front of somebody, or
Yeah.
I might say something to where it's like, like that girl's a Christian,
Mm-hmm.
But if they ask, I give them really in-depth answers.
Yeah.
But I'm not the type of person that's like a Jehovah's Witness and I keep
Right.
press.
Right.
I just pray for those people in private if they don't accept it. You know what I mean?
Do you think that you have found more success in what you do, like career-wise, like modeling and influencer, since you become more religious?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yep, it's helped me every time I pray about something. God ends up giving me the answer, and every time that God gives me the answer, that's when I'm successful. When I try to do something on my own, I usually end up failing because I realize I can't do things on my own. Everything that I have now, I can give glory to God. If I would have said that before February 2020, I wouldn't have been able to give God glory for everything.
What was it? What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say I think that's another thing. I can do stuff. Like me personally, I like doing stuff on my own. So I think that's another reason why religion, for me personally, isn't my thing. And so like there's other factors into it too. But like everybody's different. For some people, religion is what gets them really through life. Like they wouldn't be where they're at.
Yeah.
Other people not as much, which is fine. Like as long as you have your thing, as long as you have.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever keeps you peace.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have a good set of morals.
Yeah, like being a
good
good person. is, like, the
Exactly.
priority.
That's my sort of belief. I have good. I think I have a good sense of morals. That
Yeah.
they don't really come from religion, but there's a lot of things from the Bible you learn.
Yeah,
And going-
Yeah, the
there's some
Bible
gems
is
in
like
there.
the standard.
It's
of
been
course,
around
right,
for a
right. And
reason.
there's a lot of things that like influence, like I guess you can say influence the way I think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I wouldn't really call myself a religious person. But I mean, yeah.
What's been the hardest for you to give up?
If I'm being honest, I think the hardest thing is probably like sometimes like still cussing and like things like that.
Have you not sworn once in the show yet?
No, I have
Congratulations! Wow. Because usually we go on,
not. Yeah, I know.
especially
Nigga.
when you're here.
Nigga,
I go
nigga,
crazy.
I know y'all be letting
I
it
just
ring
shot
like
four niggas, nigga.
just words coming out.
4-1.
All right, so but you say like cussing has been the hardest thing to give up.
I think so, and it's
Yeah.
not like I ever been like a sailor or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it's like you get around people, and it's like ooh, like it's like you just want to be accepted so bad. So
Right.
certain things you might say, and it's like, why am I saying that? That's not
Right.
my personality.
Right.
So that's one of the things too, because I really like
'Cause you're
being
still in
around
rooms.
people.
Yeah, you're still in rooms where people party.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. But, that's actually not too hard anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hardest thing definitely was like, I mean, you like somebody.
Oh,
you wanna
yeah,
sleep with
definitely,
them. That's
definitely.
hard. But, I mean, other than that,
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty straight. I mean,
I've been
obviously,
able to
everybody
take that away.
messes up in some way or another. I'm sure I mess up in more ways than what I realize.
Right.
But, like, intentionally, that's the hardest, too.
I've only seen all right, like, and I wasn't even there, but I've only seen Bianca get out of character like once, and it was on somebody's Snapchat. And you was like, you had left the restaurant, you was mad, and you was like, I got worse too, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I'm exposed. Yeah, I got into a fight with the bouncer at Sweetwater Tavern in Detroit. Don't go to Sweetwater. That bouncer is
nah, nigga, sorry, them wings too good.
Yeah,
he called me the B word because I was waiting in line for 2 hours.
Chicken that good?
And I was at the front of the line, and he kept on letting people in with bribes. Like, he was taking like $50 to $100 bribes. He was letting these people in.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, you should at least let us in. Like, you told me the problem was that you didn't have tables open.
Right.
And stuff. So you're lying. Like, you have tables open and you just want people to pay you to get in. I'm like, I've been waiting 2 hours. You should at least let me and my girl in.
Popped off.
And so, I mean, not really popped off. Like, that's just me expressing. Like, I said it as kind as I could.
Okay.
And that caused him to call me that, and I'm like, oh, okay, you want to get it on? So I was like, I got choice words too.
Were you with anyone? Like a
guy?
Yeah,
I was with this girl, my friend.
No guys, right?
Yeah, no guys.
Okay, good. Because if I was like a guy with you in that situation, I'd be like, fuck. She's gonna get me killed.
Oh yeah, this was terrible on the corner, and that night somebody did end up getting shot.
See, why do you play like that?
I didn't
I'll
mean
say this though, man.
I didn't know
for all y'all niggas not from all y'all niggas not from Detroit, even if you is a nigga from Detroit, Sweetwater is a holy place. You can't beef with no nigga in Sweetwater.
No, you can't. Because if you can't go to Sweetwater,
you can't go to nigga Sweetwater. Exactly, man. Sweetwater it's a temple, honestly.
It is, especially after like a concert or some shit.
Wings.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Get some wings, get the seasoned fries, maybe get some steak bites, and treat yourself, man. You feel me?
You know what? This is a great conversation I wanted to have. As a woman, do you think you start more beefs because you know you can't get hit?
No, you still can.
No, because I'm not even the type of person that likes to start beef. Like, I'm a no drama person. Like, when somebody comes to me with drama, I try to shut it down immediately.
Okay.
But that night, I mean, obviously, I was sitting outside for so long. That's going to make anybody irritated.
Yes.
And then it was like late. We had things to do, people to see.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she had people to do. You know what I mean? And so.
Chill. You said her name, so you got to chill.
And so.
That's the mess. If you hadn't said her name.
Usually we don't like to name drop if it's someone we know, but go on.
My bad.
I
cut
did
that
to
out.
Quinnis.
Let's go. You said I'm not cussing, but I'm dropping names. Okay,
But,
let's go.
Sorry. But
You're
at that
good.
point, I was just so ticked off. I couldn't help it. Like, you know, that time, it was like I literally felt my head getting hot because he literally, just the audacity.
The audacity of
You
this
know?
man.
So
I'll tell you what,
I had to.
the waitresses at Sweetwater can call me a bitch, hit me, do whatever. Bring me them chicken wings.
Right.
They
He
can
said,
beat
bring
my
me the
ass.
chicken wings.
Yes.
Maybe if I had the chicken
Punch me in
wings,
the
it wouldn't
face,
have popped
please.
off.
Beat my ass, please. Them wings, you can do anything with them.
Do you was this before your revelation?
Nope, it was during.
This was during?
Yeah.
So you still get buck?
No, that was the one. That was the one occasion.
See,
The one occasion that was really bad for me.
Niggas will shoot us.
That's what I'm saying. If I tried that shit,
I'll start beef with any nigga because I keep that thing on me. But but at the same
He
time,
said I kept that thing.
but at the same time, like, nah, niggas crazy.
If I tried that shit, bro, oh my god.
Curly hair ass.
They be like, if
Bitch
Jesus
slapping.
don't get out of this conversation.
Dude, it's funny. Dude, people start fights with me for no reason. When I worked at a bar, this dude, like, you know, was trying to start fights with me and shit. And it was over cover. Like paying cover for the bar. And then like during the fight, he calls me like a broke ass nigga. But the whole time the fight is over $15. I'm like, what are you talking about, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, who's the broke ass?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're fighting,
What?
like, dog, you're fighting me over like change. But I just think it's funny that like if we did half of the shit you did, we our face card would be done.
Dog,
I know.
Be gone.
I think so. I think the only reason
I've
why
been
it turned out
someone's
so bad
Instagram
was
bio.
because I was fighting a bouncer. It wasn't like I was fighting somebody in line.
Right.
It was the bouncer, so he had to keep up a certain level of professionalism.
Right.
It's not like he could have just shot me.
Nah,
That
you
would've
really
been
don't
the
have
case.
to. Sweetwater's. I'll say this. Sweetwater's.
I think it's because of the way you look.
Is trash. Sweetwater service is trash. Let's just be
It
honest.
is.
Well, any place with good food has trash service.
Right.
Yeah.
And any place in the hood, you know, there's like a 50-50 chance you're gonna die getting the food. And if
Isn't that
dog, this is
Dog,
one Coney
no.
near me,
That's
Galaxy
legit.
Coney,
Galaxy.
Coney. You know, on Grand River.
I've never been, but
Nigga, don't
yeah.
go there. They was talking about they found dead body under the.
Okay.
Well, they didn't find a dead body,
thought
but they were
did.
investigating.
They were investigating. They ain't
Yeah.
find it. But it's always niggas getting shot up there.
Yep.
I will take both of your word for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard it's good though. But I
Nikki
don't-
D's be lit at night too.
Nikki
the one
D's?
On, the one on Livernois.
There's one on
Livernois,
Livernois.
6 Mile?
It's like around Puritan.
Yeah.
And then
6 Mile.
the 8 Mile one, and then there's one on Telegraph near
one on-
near what is it? Schoolcraft.
See, those ain't holy places like Sweetwater. Niggas know to act right in that Sweetwater. They on their best behavior.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to get banned from Sweetwater.
Even then, though, the Sweetwater on it's on 6 Mile or 7 Mile. Yeah, that one, the one near my, it's 106 or 7 Mile near my, like right around the corner from me.
I ain't even
6
know
Mile,
that.
and it's like only to go, and like
I know what
it's
you're
always
talking about.
it's always some shit over there.
Always.
I haven't even been to the one in Southfield, so I can't say nothing about that. But it's always some
Southfield,
shit.
that junk is so funny. I went in there. They don't even offer the rest of the menu. I walked in there one day. The guy was like, chicken
you
or
want?
fries.
Exactly.
I was like, well, I guess I'll get chicken and
Is it-
fries. He's like, all right, I
Is it
guess I'll
only
get you
takeout?
chicken and fries.
It's only takeout.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, y'all making me hungry. Let me ask you a
I know,
question.
I'm so hungry.
Off the food tip for a second. The music video you're doing as
Yeah.
a ballerina.
Yeah.
Is there cussing in the video?
No.
There's no cussing in
You're
the
on
song.
top of it.
She
Damn,
on
I'm
her
trying to like
shit.
catch you.
See, I know you can't.
I'm trying to balance it out
do
by
that
cussing
thoroughly.
as much as I can on the podcast.
Actually,
Let niggas
there's
know we
something I
still-
had declined too. I'm
Oh.
serious, y'all. Let
Okay.
me look it up. There
Okay.
was
I don't want to expose the rapper.
Yeah,
you don't gotta
Me and
name-
Xavier will
Yeah, I'm
get
not.
popped.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't need to name anyone.
Don't name drop no rappers, please.
I'm not.
I've already got issues with Peasy.
Oh yeah, sure. And niggas,
I wasn't about to
coming
say
to the
nothing
suburbs now, bro.
bad.
I'm good on all that shit. Like niggas are driving 40 minutes. I'm
Niggas will come.
I'm straight.
To-
I'm not
248.
about to say nothing terrible. I was about to say there's this
Niggas
music
will come
video that was
248.
filming yesterday, and
Yeah.
it was like the theme was like sexy pajamas and lingerie.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I can't do that.
That's a little risque.
Yeah,
It's a
so
little
I,
risque.
I make sure I'm in my lane, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
I gotta ask though, because I know when you used to live in LA,
Yeah.
you know, when you were doing the modeling thing, because that's when you said we just get okay.
No, I'm just sitting there.
I know. So you said you kind of converted in February after you came back from LA, and you don't got to tell us what happened in LA. And obviously, you know, when you're in LA, you see some things.
Yeah.
But what would you tell yourself before you went to LA for modeling, if you could go back?
I would tell myself that like anything anybody ever said about LA is true.
Like all the stories you hear and everything.
Superficial
Yeah.
shit.
Yep.
Yeah, all the craziness. Like
I
my
told you too. People were clowning me.
yeah.
I said, "Hey, don't do cocaine." Everyone's like, "Oh my God, don't say that to her."
No, but no, that's legit. Like that's legit.
real advice. Like if you're a
Yeah.
model in LA, are you serious? Like, come on.
That's what keeps some people going throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like that's normal for them. Like,
Yeah.
And they'll even ask like, "You want some?" Like
Oh
just
yeah,
offer
that's just
it.
casual.
Yeah.
Only reason I
it's
don't
crazy.
is it's too expensive. I mean, it's not the only. It's not the only.
Talking
reason.
about nigga, what the fuck?
It's not the only reason, but it's not at the top of the list. Like cocaine's an expensive habit. Like,
And it
I
ruins
see
your
why
life.
niggas was doing crack
And it,
Oh.
because crack cheap as hell.
it ruins your life, bro. I mean, look, come on, man.
Yeah.
But
No, it does. I'm playing, by the way.
yeah, he's kidding. He's
Yeah.
playing. But I was gonna say the main thing you would tell yourself before you went to LA was that all the stories are true.
Yeah.
So did you not think they were true before?
No, I thought that some of the stuff was kind of like over the top.
Okay.
I was like, how bad could people really be? And now I'm realizing that fact is stranger than fiction.
Do you think it's like exclusive to LA though?
No, I think that if you get to a certain level of fame anywhere, things start getting a little weird.
Yeah, I think when there's celebrities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm realizing how weird celebrities
People
are.
do anything to be around celebrities.
I think
I mean,
groupies are worse than
anything.
celebrities, honestly.
Uh,
Yeah, man. Like the groupies we get from this show, like they be tripping, bro.
you get groupies from this show?
Hell
no.
I'm about to say. I don't think.
I have no women.
Oh, right. You have none. But I was gonna say.
One.
I think that the groupies, the enablers in that culture are worse than the celebrities themselves.
Oh, yeah.
personally.
Tell me about it.
People will kill like their own family.
But if men could be groupies, we would though. Let's be honest.
Oh
Let's-
shit, bro!
I mean,
If someone in the
I'd be-
WNBA that's like fine is watching this, like
I mean, they make
look,
like 50,000 a year.
yeah. What am I saying, dog?
So,
I
okay.
ain't being a groupie for nobody who got a crib in Berkeley. I'm
but
sorry.
if Mulatto and Meg are listening, like fuck it, dog.
Really?
Yeah,
Them?
I know Mulatto was trying
Anyone.
to fuck with 5-Yo. Nigga, fuck 5-Yo. What's
So
up?
like say if Nicki Minaj, even with her man and the baby, came up to
Nah,
y'all,
nah, that's
y'all
like the
wouldn't
one.
do that.
I'm too close to being underage for that nigga.
That's like the one thing you. That's fucked up. That's like the one rapper I probably wouldn't go groupie for. Female rapper.
yeah,
Oh,
the rest
really?
of them
Nicki's
though. Cash
just.
Doll, hey.
I don't know. Maybe.
Cash Doll,
too much for me,
she's one. I don't know. I like Cash Doll.
That's
Like,
my girl.
I just like
She's
her
hype.
whole like
cool.
aura. Like I just like everything
Yeah, the
about her.
business-
She
the
carry
business
herself
aspect,
so
yeah.
well.
She's professional.
It's like she
professional
got
as hell.
like she say her stuff
And
in
she
her
got
song,
yams.
but she's not like over sexualized.
No.
like she's still respectable.
She's a boss.
Yeah,
She's not like submissive to men. Like
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Her
exactly.
music is very
Like
boss.
like her
niggas.
music, like it might be sexual, but it's like to empower herself.
It's-
It's
yeah.
not like she's scamming men. You know what I mean?
Right. I think
Yeah.
that's the kind of difference between her and a lot of the other female rappers out now. Is Cash Doll is very sex is a means to an end for her. Like some girls will say like cash at me and shit. Like I love City Girls. I'm in love with JT.
What,
you know
What
that.
she say? Fuck a job, I am a job.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like
That shit hard though.
that is no. I love
Fucking
City
bar.
Girls. Yeah, fuck
Bar.
that. JT, Young Miami, like they're amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying with Cash Doll, you could tell she's a business person first.
Yeah.
More than an artist.
You could
Yeah.
tell.
Definitely, you can tell.
Yeah.
There's other people like that. I'm trying to think like
yeah.
other
You know,
rappers
I think
like men
Cash
or
Doll
women
is
who are
like
that.
I think she's literally only underrated because of her skin color. Like, can you
think
see
so?
If she
that?
was light skinned with
I
that,
think
with
if she
them
was
yams,
light-skinned.
nigga.
Well,
what?
JT's like as dark as her.
Yeah, but
JT's in a
JT's not
duo.
up there either.
But see, I mean, Cash Doll doesn't make like radio music as much though.
I think. Does anyone from Detroit blow outside the city though? Like Sada is like the one that's like.
Big Sean.
Well, Big Sean
Big
is-
Sean doesn't count.
Yeah, he's a different era and totally different style.
Yeah.
I'm
42?
talking. 42.
Doug.
Oh, 42 Doug. I was like, what's up? Okay.
42 Doug.
Yeah, but like that's from Lil Baby.
Isn't
still blue.
Yeah, he's still blue.
YN what's his
The
other?
coochie nigga.
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't
yeah. He got a song
from
with
there
Uzi
too?
coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounded alright.
All his
Listen,
flows the same.
But I was gonna say
shit kinda hard
Detroit.
though.
Detroit is like, I think it's just such a unique city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, there's definitely some colorism at play though. Do you think that's like the number one thing holding her back?
Honestly, I
Number
think
one.
it's the fact that she is from here,
Yeah.
and this is like a hard field to break out of.
Yeah.
Like when you come up in Detroit, you gotta put everything into your grind to get out of Detroit.
Yep.
Like I think it's like way harder for us, like off rip.
Why do
But
you think that?
I don't even know if it's like
Niggas
just the
not trying to be
mindset,
chill.
but we don't have opportunities here. Like other states, they have opportunities that could carry you to
Yes.
like other states.
You're right.
But this here, like everything that's in Detroit, we do it for
It's
Detroit.
for Detroit.
You
But
know
I'll
what I
say
mean?
this.
Right. You're right.
Rappers love Detroit rappers. Like rappers from outside of here, they be banging.
I feel like they be using Detroit rappers for.
It's the blueprint.
For
I
clout.
or they
swear.
just be stealing our style.
That's what I'm saying. They
the
use-
Shout
punchlines
out
and the-
California, still in the Detroit.
Oh,
flow.
California just ripped Detroit.
Well,
Like
Oakland-
the Bay
Oakland and
just ripped
Detroit-
Detroit. They just rip everything from Detroit. Buffs, that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop
Well,
that.
Oakland and Detroit are like sister cities, so I give them like a pass.
Yeah.
But-
Man, I guess.
Don't give them no pass.
Yeah,
they
but
trying
like-
to take it over. They trying to say they started it first. That's
Oh,
disrespect.
I didn't know all that. See,
Weak
I
ass
didn't know all that.
Shoreline.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to one nigga from Shoreline, but them niggas suck.
I like Shoreline Mafia.
Really?
I do
Yeah.
too.
Wait, you talking about Shoreline Mafia?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Shoreline Mafia. Aren't they Miami,
SLB
though?
RB, they don't. I've only heard a couple songs by them. and
Okay.
it does kind of have the Detroit style. I don't know where Shoreline's from, but it sounds like Detroit music.
I like Band Gang.
Of course.
Band Gang, of course.
course.
Band Gang was running a few years ago.
But let me ask you this too. Do you think that colorism is as, no pun intended, black and white in the music industry, or do you think there's like layers to it? Because when you brought up the thing about Cash Doll, it got me thinking. Do you think because of the content she raps about, she doesn't blow up? Because someone like No Name, who's also a dark skinned woman,
It's
Yeah.
gonna blow up.
she blew up though
Yeah.
for her content because she didn't talk about that scamming stuff in her
But,
music.
all right. Do you think?
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know. Is No Name really that big?
I would say so. She was on Dreamville, Revenge of the Dreamers 3.
I think that
Or
you
was
could
she
be
not?
big,
No, she
but
wasn't.
there's
My
a
bad.
big difference between an A-list star and a B-list star. And I would say, like,
think
for
it's more than
example,
A and B.
somebody like Meg, she's becoming
She's
an
A.
A-list
She's A.
star.
Yeah.
Although Mulatto is
wake up.
approaching there too, but Cash Doll, she's still considered B-list when I don't think she should be.
I think it's more than just A and B though. I think she's like C.
But
Yeah.
I was going to ask, do you think
She's
it's
not up
because
there.
of her content?
I think
I think-
her content puts
sorry.
a play. Like if she was dark skinned and like say she really over sexualized herself, I think she'd be up there.
You said she was darker.
No, I'm
mean
saying like
light.
she's dark.
Oh, she was dark,
Yeah.
but she over sexualized
sexualized
herself.
I
herself.
think that there's
That
that,
should be
in
up
play,
there.
and I mean she does kind of sexualize.
She does
her.
sexualize herself.
But
She
it's not
does,
like
but I'm
it's
saying,
not like
like,
to an
it's-
ignorant level,
Right, like
But
she's
I
not
would
always
say-
posing naked.
Yeah, I would say for her, I don't think she doesn't have many songs with like choruses and like you know
Yeah.
catchy songs, and I honestly think that's a bigger play than anything.
Yeah.
But like that one song, that "Run Me My Money" song, like I know
Run
girls
My
from
Money.
outside of here who aren't from here who know, because whenever like I talk to people not from here, I mention like Detroit rappers, see who they know, and like they know Doug. Like sometimes they don't even associate certain people with Detroit.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they know Doug's from Detroit, but then like other rappers they don't, you know. Like I know people like Baby Smooth starting to get. catch up. And I think Detroit music's in a good spot right now. It's at a better spot
Yeah.
than it's been. Like there was a minute where it was
Yeah.
trash.
We put on the map now.
Like Rocane
like
was the
people
hottest
look
nigga
at
out
us
the
now.
city at one point.
I do think my favorite song by Cash Doll ever is kind of a cop out. Is Sociopath with Pusha T.
Yeah, that,
Mm-hmm.
I love my bitch hot like she D'ing up the spot. I love that shit.
yeah, she
But
came on there hard.
I was gonna say, do you think as like a light skinned person, because we're on the colorism thing, do you think
Yeah.
for you as a light skinned person, it's been easier for you as a model?
That's the one thing where it's actually kind of reverse.
Okay.
Believe it or not.
Let's hear about that.
Not if this offends anybody, I'm sorry,
Oh,
but this is my personal opinion.
niggas.
Well, this is my experience, not even opinion. Like this happened. Agencies, they'll have like 50 white models, and then they'll have maybe like 5 chocolate girls with the head shaved. I think that's racist. Like, why does all the
Yeah,
girls that
that
are
is-
dark
wait a
have to
minute.
have no hair? But
That
then
is a
they'll
thing.
have like 3 light-skinned women. So actually, dark-skinned women get the upper hand in modeling because they look at the dark skin as like, ooh, exotic, beautiful. You know what I mean?
Because you know what it is when light skin. All right, so like picture it from like a consumer standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is my like I could be completely wrong, but when light skinned women
Mm-hmm.
go to a store and they see a dark skinned woman, they can see themselves in her, but a dark skinned woman can't see themselves in a light skinned woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's the opinion I get,
Yeah.
and that's the way like the colorism is there. Now, obviously, it seems like with men, light skinned men get a better chance than dark skinned men with modeling. Like
Yeah.
just based on what I see.
Yeah,
in the
light-skinned
stores.
men do.
And I mean, obviously it's a white dominated thing. And I don't think that's necessarily wrong in the sense of most people are white. Naturally, most models are going to be white. However, it has to be somewhat proportionate.
Yeah. But the thing is,
it's not.
they sign these. Okay, for say example, an agency might have like 10 black models max, like and split it up between the dark skins and the light skins, right? What I noticed about the light skins is like if you're just light skinned black, not mixed with anything, they don't like that. Like you have, like for example, I had a hard time because I'm light skinned, but if I take my hair out this bun, I have an afro. They wanted me to have the long, curly,
straight hair.
flowy
Yeah.
hair,
Foreign hair. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like actually, like the dark skins, they kind of get less slack than the light skins because they would tell me like I would get told to lie about like my race and stuff when I go on castings.
Yeah, they want you to
with
say you're
certain
mixed.
people. Yeah, they want me
Yeah.
to say I'm mixed with stuff.
Yep.
And like really emphasize that. And I'm like, why does it matter how deep my nationality is?
And
Versus a black girl, like, well, not a black girl, but like a dark skin, she could go to the casting and just be who she is.
I think it's because they also don't want to confuse people. Mm-hmm. They don't want, because like they're gonna be like, oh, if this person has 2 black parents, why do they look like this? And and I was gonna say, I think the whole reason like dark skinned women in the industry kind of sometimes get a easier time when they're already in is I think it's like a fetishization.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So it's not
Yeah.
good either way. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not
fetish.
saying like,
Yeah.
oh, they're privileged. They definitely don't have privilege at
Right.
all. It's just the fact that they're fetishized right now. And it's
Right.
like they're looking for like that token black woman so that
Yes.
they don't look so racist. That's why
especially right now.
that's why there's so many dark skins. But it's not
Right.
because it's like, oh, they are trying to actually include
Empower
us now.
them.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
You see what I mean? So it's kind of like a tough subject to,
No,
kind of dissect.
I get what you're saying because I had my boy Quinteus on here earlier, and he does modeling too as a man, and he was pointing out that a lot of the girls who model who are of a darker skin tone do shave their head,
Yeah.
and like I think they rock it. I think they look beautiful with it.
Right.
But what is the reason for that? Because
Exactly. No, it's not like a said reason. Like it's not like
Okay.
they say
They
why.
don't think the
But
long
I
hair is
think,
fake.
but
Oh.
I think it's the fact that they want us to like look bald head. Like they don't want to like say if a dark skinned woman had beautiful hair, right?
Okay.
They're gonna
That
think
give
it's fake.
they're gonna think it's fake. One,
Right.
two, but hair is kind of like a lot of people equate hair with beauty, and they only want dark skinned women to have like a certain level of beauty. I
Oh,
think
they're
they're
trying-
trying
it's
to
like
put
a-
them in a box type thing.
I see
Oh,
what you
shit.
mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean.
You see,
I didn't- yeah.
that's what I kind of took away when I see that happen.
Why do you think this happened? Because it used to be, I would say, opposite.
Mm-hmm.
I would say it wasn't always as easy for like dark skinned women to break in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think changed?
You see, like the way the world is, everything's like equality this, equality that, Black
Right.
Lives Matter,
Performative.
all
But sometimes
this
it's
stuff. It's
exploitive.
It's
performative.
performative activism.
Yeah, performative activism.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's exactly what it is.
See, I'm conflicted about it sometimes because I do think that there is a little of like exploitation involved, but I'm also happy for them to like get in the door.
Yeah,
me
exactly.
too.
If
And be
it's a
signed.
way to get in the
And
door,
in a way,
it is.
I gotta take advantage of it. Like for
Right.
example, like
Yeah.
somehow I always bring this up, and this was talked about in the first episode. Like me going to like a black college, right? Like a lot of people I know were like, oh well, certain employers don't care about that. Now all of a sudden, like especially big companies.
Oh yeah.
They looking
Now
for
Someone
HBCUs.
someone hit me up because of you
HBCUs.
going to HBCU. They thought you graduated.
Oh shit! Nah.
Yeah. So if you wanted a job,
I'm a freshman. I'm not even there right now. That's the
Right.
thing. I'm doing community college since it's not open right now.
right.
And anyway, people are getting out. You know, people are gonna go out their way to get people from HBCUs. People are gonna go out their way to get black people.
Yeah.
But again, it is the whole like, is this genuine or are you just doing it? And in one stand, I'm like, I don't care. I'm happy to see this black person get this opportunity, whether it's in modeling, whether it's just a really good job, whether it's whatever. I'm happy to see somebody get an opportunity that maybe they wouldn't have gotten in the past. However, the intention still does matter.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things that hangs in the back of your head. It kind of feels like a sellout type thing. Because I know there's certain things I feel like I've got my way in the door because I was black. But I'm like, hey, opportunity is opportunity. But in my head, I'm kind of like, is
But
this
at the
right?
same time, there's a lot of things we won't get an opportunity for because
Right.
we're black.
Right.
So
You gotta just
it's
take
fucked
it.
up, and there's no like straight answer.
Right. You like yeah. It's because there's definitely pluses to being black. Like being black is. I think a lot of people in America sometimes mess up like the whole racism thing. They think being black is like hard when really what's hard is being around racist people.
No, that and it's like, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but even like, cause like
Like
your like everybody's black experience is different.
Yeah.
Like your
Yeah.
experience is different than mine. My experience is different. Everything.
Yeah.
And I'd say like I'll give you an example. Like a lot of racist white people hate LeBron, right?
Oh yeah.
And so when LeBron just bought, LeBron just bought like another like house worth tens of millions of dollars, and people are like, oh, so oppressed.
yeah.
Well, he's
The greatest basketball player of all time.
yeah, like top two, whatever, best basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
And so he had to be that, but look at how he grew up.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Shit was
So
not
it's like-
sweet.
Shit wasn't sweet.
Yeah.
And so he grew up in a situation where oppression and stuff was very real. So you gotta look at it from that perspective.
Right.
And I feel like a lot of white people think because they're like, oh, if these black people can be successful, then there's no excuse.
But
Like,
they don't
Right.
understand
nigga,
like the hours and the talent and the drive.
the luck. There's so much
Luck.
luck.
Luck is huge.
Fucking. I mean, LeBron got lucky. Kind
Yeah.
of like he had like a family he stayed with for a couple years because
Yeah.
his home situation wasn't great. And a lot of other people, they'll admit like, bro, I walked in the wrong room and somehow I met
worked
somebody and
Yeah.
10 years later, There's so much luck in the life.
Yes.
And I mean, there's a saying like black people have to work twice as hard for half as much.
Oh yeah.
And for a lot of things, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's starting to become less true. And again, that gets back to the intent thing. Is that because
Yeah.
they actually value black minds and black input?
Right.
Or,
They want to look like they do.
right.
Yeah.
I see
And,
what you mean.
and even like with the whole like political thing, people are like, a lot of white people are always like, we need to listen to black women more.
People just say that performatively.
No,
they don't
but
practice it.
there is a reason they say that.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of the things that these Democrats come up with,
Yeah.
it was things a lot of black women activists started.
No doubt.
Yeah.
However, when it's like grassroots shit
Yes.
that they're trying to stop, they don't care. They just do it. They just say that for votes.
That's what I'm saying. People,
I mean, everything's just for votes, but like
yeah, it's either for votes or just to benefit you at the end of the day. Like people saying protect black women. Like I obviously agree with that. But I don't like the people who tweet that stuff all the time because it
Yeah.
seems like they're trying to
It's-
lure
it's-
They
people
trying
in.
to
it's
clout,
partially
gain
like
clout.
pick me shit.
Yeah.
It's partially
And it's always
so
the
much
niggas
to-
with the beard that don't connect. Wearing the weak ass dad hat
because
that
your
they
shit
created.
connect, nigga. Don't mean you got
That link their Instagram under the tweet.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like I just think it's a ploy.
Protect black women.
Like
I think so.
I think you're better off doing it
Well, people say
instead
that.
of saying.
I
People-
like when people do their activism behind the scenes. Like,
Yeah.
for example,
Yeah.
like this has nothing to do with being black, but like when somebody films themselves giving money to a homeless
the worst
person,
shit in the world.
it's like, oh, that's nice that you give them money, but I feel like you only did it
But here's
because
the-
you wanted to be seen.
Or you can look at it from the other perspective of, and I so it depends on the situation how I look at it. You can look from the other perspective. It was like me giving this person money will inspire others to help. Because I can't lie, sometimes I see people doing nice things for
That's
people,
true.
and I'm like, oh shit. So I'm not saying that's the answer, and every situation is different. However, that situation still,
I just think you just
Yeah.
shouldn't put the camera in my man's face.
yeah,
Yeah,
like that shit.
I
Like
think
that
there's
shit is
certain
embarrassing for
things,
people.
That is
to be homeless,
Like,
and
humiliating them. Like,
yeah,
come on, dog.
and like you never know why somebody's homeless. A lot
Never.
of them are in the military, and whatever.
But I was thinking too about how you were saying we get a lot of opportunities because we're black and all that stuff. Do you think that the diversity thing in your field of modeling and influencing is a trend, or it's here to stay?
I would say that white people probably think it's a trend, but I think black people, I think we're fighting to make that be solid.
I was thinking that same exact thing, because you can tell they're not trying to do this shit forever. You can tell they're gonna get sick of it real quick.
Especially now that it's turning into a whole movement. Like all the careers, like we're all just like forming, like we all are a part of like, you know, the Black Lives Matter stuff.
Yep.
So they're probably like, oh man, we gotta kill this soon, you know?
Right.
But it's like, no, for us, it's like we're here to make it stay. Like all the black models I know, we are going off right now. Like
you should get them on the show.
It's like time to shine.
Nigga,
I'll ask. I really will
ask. Bro, you're not slick, bro. You're nigga. I know you too well, bro. Stop playing.
What do you mean?
Nigga, come on, yo. You should get the models on the show.
He thinks he's slick.
This nigga not slick.
Listen, I would like to have them here, of course, but I also think the audience would like to hear what they're doing. Like, no? I think it'd be an interesting show.
The nuances in his voice just called out his lie.
Yeah. No, I'm fine with them being here. You know, it ain't on nothing like that. But like, yeah, I mean, if they're interesting people, I'm down. Like, all jokes aside,
I'm just saying, like, you guys are so plugged in. Just bring some people on. Like, you know, all the photographers in the city.
I don't know all the.
You know the big ones.
I know some good ones. Yeah,
I don't know. I know like one.
I don't know any, but like you are like, I think in a good spot to start your own platform.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like, you don't have to bring them onto my show, but obviously, like, if you really wanted to pop off with your own thing, it could take off.
Yeah.
Like you, like, because you are, you know, obviously plugged in, connected, but you probably also have good conversations with them too. Have you thought about that? Starting?
Yeah, I've thought of things like that. Like, you remember I told you, like, I'm planning on starting my own podcast, but that's gonna be like a Christian podcast.
Yeah.
But I have had that underlying desire where it's like, dang, I want to have a podcast kind of like this, where we just talk about stuff. But
you said I'm trying to save you niggas.
You can balance it.
I think there's gonna be a healthy balance in the new one, so I'm gonna see how that's gonna go. I mean, I don't know yet.
That's the hard part about, I think, having one is like you obviously need to have it for a utility, a reason to, but it can't sound forced. It can't sound like you're lecturing people.
Right.
No one's gonna listen to that shit. So you'll find it. You just gotta find the happy medium between talking to them.
No, it's definitely gonna be like just like us vibing and talking. But the thing is, for me and my platform, I have to make sure that it connects to God, and that's why it's gonna be called, y'all. It's gonna be called, what's the word? It's
like the good word.
Yeah, like the word of God.
Oh, bars. Shit. I just got that.
Obviously I don't know shit about the modeling industry like y'all do, but talking about like, is this a trend here to stay, what you were talking about a minute ago? What I was gonna say is, all right, so look at TikTok, right?
Yeah.
So TikTok, everything, all them dances are created by black people because white people can't dance, and so.
Matt's
I'm obviously partially joking, but you get what I'm saying. Like all the dances and stuff are created by black people. However, the popular TikTok people that be in them houses and shit like that, Charlie D'Amelio,
whatever her name is, D'Amelio.
Addison Rae.
Yeah, like they're white and they can't really dance, and so there's that. But I just think like some of these things are like black influence is too strong for it to ever be just a trend because they need it. So at a certain, like, black influence is always just gonna have to be there.
Yep.
However, like no black TikTok people are big at like that.
I can't name one. I don't
name
go
one
on TikTok.
I don't either.
Yeah.
Like I have it installed. I don't even have an account. It's just my friends be sending me shit.
Right. People will send you stuff. I don't. Yeah. I think the thing is, we just gotta own shit. We just gotta start owning the things. Because when someone else is in control of it, they can play lip service to being diverse and all that as much as they want. But at the end of the day, like these algorithms, all that shit, it doesn't benefit us. So I think, we just gotta create and own the shit to benefit us.
Yeah.
Tell me though, what is your number one dream project as like an influencer, model, just like cool person? Like, what do you want to do, B?
I wouldn't say I necessarily have like a dream project,
but
I would say like I have a goal. Like I definitely have a goal to where I want this to go. So right now I'm in the process, like I'm doing all of this stuff. Some of it's paid, some of it's collaborative, and it's really so I can build up that platform because I want to get to a spot to where people know me and they adore my image and my personality so much.
Isn't that idolatry?
Stop. Here's the thing, though. It's a difference between liking somebody and then somebody worshiping me.
You're right.
That's idolatry.
Messing with you.
Yeah. He tried, but I want people to like me so much to where it's like when I get to the point where I want to release my own brand, because
Yes.
that's in the works. Like when I release my own brand,
Yeah.
people will buy it not because of even the product. It's just like, oh, Bianca dropped something. I want whatever she gets.
See, but I like
drops.
both. I like the balance. I like when people fuck with you so much that
Yeah.
you know they're willing to, you know, get or listen or buy whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
But I also want it to be quality enough where it stands without my
Yeah.
interference. Like
Right.
it could be something that someone just hears or sees and not knowing I'm connected to it and still like it.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know,
obviously
there's
it's gonna be
some
something
songs
like
on
that,
it.
but I'm just saying that's the goal.
Okay, yeah.
Because at that point, you could be like, for example, if Kylie right now said, "Hey y'all, I'ma sell Kylie liquor,"
Right.
it would sell out in minutes.
Oh yeah.
you know what I mean? And
Travis
that's the
Scott's new
point.
beer that's coming out. That's about to go crazy.
Bro, so is this
I didn't even know
McDonald's
that.
thing- So what's like speaking of Travis Scott, is this McDonald's thing just gonna be a thing? Because now they got J Balvin meal.
Yeah. I think he was like their test.
Okay. So yeah, these Southwest niggas finna.
What
go
are y'all
stupid.
talking about?
Oh,
You know it's the Travis Scott meal at McDonald's. You remember that, right?
What?
you don't what?
Damn, nigga,
You
where
don't-
you live?
You didn't hear
Bikini
about that?
Bottom?
No.
Cactus Jack
Yeah,
sent me?
Patrick. Bro, so look, there's a Travis Scott meal at McDonald's.
What?
It was just a quarter. It was a Travis Scott burger. It was just a quarter pounder with bacon, and it was. alright. I mean, it
okay.
tastes like McDonald's.
The kicker was it was like $6 with a medium fry and Sprite. I'm not a groupie. I just knew that.
Yeah. Anyways,
man.
and now they got J Balvin. Well, he's like.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and so I guess it's
What?
His
just
meal is fucked. You saw that
They're
thing?
Nah, I didn't even see
collaborating
what it
with
was.
It's a Big Mac,
Cheese?
a McFlurry, and like fries. That's way too much. way
Oh,
too
that
much
sounds
food.
good.
You just-
That will have me
be
out for a
shitting
week.
If you
Woo!
go to McDonald's, you gotta go all out.
I guess.
go
If
big
you
or
McFlurry's
go
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 home.
as an
stupid, though.
occasion, but if you
Yeah.
go frequently,
I ain't gonna lie. I love my friends, but I'd probably kill one of them niggas for a McFlurry.
right? It's hard to get. It's hard to get
It's
them.
hard to get a McFlurry. homie.
Yeah, every time the machine is broken, then why do
They're
you
lying.
have
They're
it?
lying. They're
Then
lying.
why do you
They,
have
just,
the
they don't
machine?
feel like making it. Nah, the machines do be broken though. Somebody
They just don't want to clean that bitch.
Nah, yeah, somebody.
you
that's
right.
what it is. They don't wanna
Yeah,
clean it.
they just don't want to clean that shit. But I was gonna say, so you want your own McDonald's meal? That's the goal.
No, not even a McDonald's meal. I'm over here trying to get a partnership with like Panera.
Oh, you want?
I
some
want a
healthy-
sandwich.
Panera.
Okay. So,
Damn.
so you say you want to build your personal brand. Your
Yeah.
goal is the personal, Bianca, like Kylie.
Yeah, so where I could collaborate with everyone. So it's like I don't want it to be like, oh, I do cosmetics or I
No.
do this. Like I want
You
it to
do
where it's like
everything.
I collaborate with everybody.
Is it-
Rihanna, Kylie.
Is it possible to do that as a Christian?
Yes.
One. If it is, do you think it's harder?
I don't think being a Christian will make that harder.
Yeah.
I think you just have to be intentional. Like, okay, obviously I'm not gonna collaborate with like a lingerie line of some sort,
Right.
Like I might not do that, but I can collaborate with somebody that does pajamas. Does the owner of that brand have to be Christian? No.
Right.
I can collaborate with non-Christians. And honestly, I think it makes it easier for me because like I said, when I pray, God gives me answers.
Yep.
So at least I know every time that God gives me an answer, it's not going to be a maybe or whatever. I know I'm on the right path, so I know I'm headed somewhere.
Do you know-
Versus somebody that doesn't pray, they don't always know what's going to work out for them.
Facts. I do be confused sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I was gonna say, do you? Oh no, you know who she reminds me of right now? Jerry Lorenzo.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you sound.
Oh,
well, a lot
shit.
of what you're saying is what Jerry
Jerry
Lorenzo
Lorenzo be
says.
saying, yeah.
And he's the man. Do you know who he is?
Vaguely.
You know the
Fear of
fashion
God.
brand Fear
Fear
of
of
God.
God. Yeah.
He's the creator of Fear
The
of God.
$2,000 jeans.
Dang,
and
I
shit.
actually messed with Fear of God. I don't know how I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
I think it's just
Lorenzo.
like I said.
Yeah,
He's
he's better.
cool.
He's better than 50. I was trying to come up with a 50 joke for Virgil.
Oh, the $50 donation.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do think he's a better designer than Virgil. I think
Yeah, me
Ah,
too.
yeah.
Jerry's more intentional with the lines, geometry.
Mm-hmm.
But I was going to say, I think I think you're right that it's not impossible as a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, as a Christian, you have to be comfortable in those uncomfortable spaces
Yeah.
to get a brand at that level. Because
Yeah.
you were saying those things about LA and California,
Yeah.
and obviously, like it is like a very heathenous
Mm-hmm.
land. But you're gonna need to be plugged
Yeah.
in there to achieve some of what you want.
Yeah.
So, what do you think it's gonna take for you to
But you know what I think though? I think the hardest part for a Christian
Yeah.
is not the fact that we're Christian, it's how other people perceive us.
No doubt.
The hardest part for me about building this personal brand is not actually me. It's not anything that I'm doing.
Yeah.
The hardest part about building the personal brand is how people view my brand.
It's like the thing I was saying about being black. Being black in
Yeah.
itself I would not want to be white at all. But America makes it hard.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, like, but being black itself, I hate when people like try to pity you for that shit. Like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. Like,
Nah,
nigga, I'm cool.
it's like, yeah,
my skin color does not hurt me.
No, yeah, this is hype. But like the way other people perceive you and the way the system
that
is built,
does.
that does affect you.
Right.
So I think that's a very like accurate point you made about being a Christian and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do you have like a first tangible? Like I know you said the podcast, but like, do you have like a first tangible thing you're gonna release soon or something? I'm interested.
I wouldn't necessarily say soon,
Okay.
but this is something I'm working on right now. Like I said, like I'm collaborating with a lot of different brands and like brand ambassadors type stuff.
Yeah.
So the newest thing that I'm gonna start doing, you guys are gonna start seeing me sell Monat products.
What's that?
And that's hair care and skincare.
Oh.
So you're going to start seeing me post about Monat. And by the way, in the U.S., there's a big sale going on right now. You could go to mymonat.com/Bianca Lacroix. Go there, get your Monat products.
Tell them how to spell Lecrae. It's like the drink, right?
It's like the drink,
the drink.
Yeah.
Please
I hate
link
the drink,
this.
but I rock with you. So.
But yeah, get your hair care products from Monat.
Do you
but
like
that's
Lecrae?
the first thing.
The drink?
I love it.
That shit's disgusting.
I love it.
But other than that though, like my own personal, like me starting my own thing.
Yes.
I'm in contact with vendors about personalized skincare.
Oh, you want to do skincare?
Yeah, I'm like
Ooh.
knowledgeable on that.
That's ambitious. Damn. So you're trying to do exfoliants?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Exfoliants, serum, mask, and then it's gonna be kind of like makeup too, because I'm gonna do like a foundation and things like that.
What's the name? You don't want to drop it yet?
Nah.
Oh wow.
Because it's not an
Can't even tell
LLC
family
yet.
about this shit, dog.
So we're also on
Hollywood.
video. And that
Yeah, it will be posted. I get it.
Yeah.
But that's exciting. Like I'm actually really happy for you. That's gonna be
That's dope.
amazing. Obviously we'll support it on the show.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I'll start using it in case my skin ever
I'm a nappy
glows
ass
up.
nigga, but I put the skincare shit on.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully at some point it makes enough money to where it's like we could be like back-to-back sponsors. Like I sponsor you, this show sponsors me.
Oh yeah,
it'll
that'd be
work
great.
out.
Honestly, we grinding for the Manscaped right now. That's like every
Dog.
podcaster's dream.
I
Yeah.
love Manscaped.
What? That's that.
It kind of
Pause,
puts
nigga, what?
put things together. Like I don't know how to explain it. I feel like a man that uses Manscaped is a put together man.
Are they paying you? What the hell is going on?
What the fuck is going on?
What
I'm
the
just
fuck?
saying, like I can appreciate a man that uses Manscaped.
This is an ad.
Oh, hold on.
No, it's not.
She's a walking ad, dog.
I like a
But
man
wait,
that uses
how would you know?
Manscaped.
But you're a Christian, so how would you know if a man uses it?
Well, you can use it on your
You
face.
can use it on your face.
Nigga, I ain't using my
Just-
ball razors on my face.
Wait, is it made for like
It has
balls?
made
other
for your
stuff in
balls.
it. Has
Oh,
other
what
What are you
stuff in
saying,
it.
Bianca?
Yeah, what you
Damn.
saying? I use it. I ain't gonna lie. That shit cleans up down there. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my gosh, TMI.
You guys are crazy.
No, I'm just saying it
Oh,
works, bro.
no.
It works. Like Manscaped is a good. It's a good thing.
I'm
Shout
saying
out
that
Manscaped.
if a man cares so much to buy a whole package for his junk, I know that he's taking care of other things too.
Dude, where is the cue card? Where are you reading this? This is insane.
One of them
That's what I'm saying. Like, what the
This
hell?
is like no stuttering,
They
nothing.
are not paying us. You better stop. Until Manscaped's cool, but until y'all send us a check, I'm muting that shit.
Fuck Manscaped. I lied. I got it, and that shit's ass. But if y'all send us a check, that shit's hard.
Okay, we don't want to discriminate. They might be
Yeah.
good. They might.
It might be good. I don't know.
The only way we'll know is if you send it to us.
Send it to us. Yeah.
But yeah.
Send it to them.
Please do. But yeah, I mean, I think the goal is just like to build some stuff, own it,
Yeah.
and have it make its own money, even if you don't like interfere with it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're ambitious.
Thank
That's
you.
hype.
Facts.
You're younger than me. You're already on top of it.
Younger than me too.
The very last thing.
By a few months, Gabe.
I think I was the youngest person on here until now, so it's cool.
Oh yeah, now she's definitely the young. But I was gonna say the last thing I wanted to bring up for the show is like, what is the difference to you between modeling freelance versus being on an agency?
Just how much you can really control.
Yes.
I can control my hair now. I can wear acrylic nails. This is a blessing, okay? I was never able to wear acrylic nails.
Yeah.
I could take jobs and not worry about like having to relay that message to my agent. Like, hey, can I take this job? That's my decision now. Like, it wasn't my decision before what I worked and what I didn't.
Yeah.
And some things I would want to work and they'd be like, no, because this doesn't align with how we're trying to market you. So now I have complete like creativity rights over myself.
Do you think there's any benefit to being on an agency? Like,
Yeah, I mean, you could get put on faster.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I think building connections for yourself is the greatest thing.
Yeah.
Because I mean, with your agent, they're making all the connections for you. Sometimes you don't even communicate with the person that you're working for. Like, say, for example, if I had a shoot with like Valentino, my agent is the person that's communicating with Valentino. I'm going to just shoot with Valentino's photographer.
So you don't get that connect.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And this way I get to get all the connects, because it's really not what you know, it's who you know.
That's how they control you. They're like, we are the reason you know so-and-so and so-and-so.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're not going to pay you until you do. Yeah, I get it. So if you had any advice for someone, not even just modeling, but like recording, just doing anything that could potentially get signed, do you have advice for them? Like get signed or don't get signed and then leave? Like what would you do?
I'm not like over here to trash agencies or anything, because obviously they're going to see this at some point.
Maybe.
But I would say if you can try to grind out and freelance yourself, I would say do that first. But honestly, I say do your thing. Like, for example, I pray on everything I do. So if I prayed and God told me to go sign with the agency, that's something I would do. So whatever works for you, honestly, because different things work out for different people. Some people can grind all their life and never get there. You know what I mean?
And you know what I was going to say? I think that's the good thing. It's not good that dark-skinned women in the modeling industry are being fetishized, but I think it's good that they're being put onto agencies.
Yeah.
Because a lot of freelance jobs, just like there's still a lot of colorism. Yeah. There's more colorism in the freelancing thing.
Yeah, it is.
Because people don't know.
It's kind of sad too. Like, I saw there was a casting. Like I said, I'm not going to name drop, don't worry.
Yeah.
But it was the person specifically asked for like light-skinned girls.
Right.
He said bad light-skinned girls in his
you
don't
want to do that shit.
Yeah,
you don't want to do that job. Yeah.
See, so freelancing does have like its cons, but it definitely has
you
pros.
see that in music videos and stuff too. Like.
Oh yeah. But I think that was a good point you made. It depends on who the person is. Some people, the agency thing works for them. Some it doesn't. It's really hard to know yourself though. That's the key.
It seems like, and I obviously again I'm more of an outsider than you guys, but it seems like independence is just becoming more and more of a thing.
It is.
To the point where these agencies, labels, whatever, are going to be forced to change their
Definitely
approach, which is good.
They're always the last ones to change.
Yeah, naturally. I mean, we've already seen like 360 deals kind of are slowly phasing out.
Yeah,
you can still get some people, but they're slowly phasing out and stuff like that. So I think like with modeling, whatever that equivalent would be.
Sorry, go on. I just thought of something. I'll bring it up later.
Okay, whatever that equivalent would be.
I think they need to give us our. I think they need to lighten up on like image rights and things like that.
Yeah, you did controlling people's images like
I don't know
slavery.
much about it. So.
Yeah.
I was going to say the funniest thing I just remembered is when you left the agency. Don't name drop any agencies here, but we were talking and you said to me, because I tell you about the stuff I do, you said, but I don't want to be a department store model.
Yeah.
Right. Got my ass, bro.
The face of Moose Jaw on this bitch.
Don't name shit.
I know. I didn't even mean that. I totally
cool.
said that to you without thinking like, oh,
well, you know, I don't care.
Department store model.
I don't care, bro. I don't care about what anyone says. Money's money. Job's job. It's cool. But I just thought it was funny.
It's kind of cool though, because I passed by Moose Jaw and I'm like,
yeah. No, it's cool. Like, I think also like you need to have a certain like aura and look for the high end super stuff, and that's just a commitment.
Yeah,
that's like a commitment I'm just not willing to, do. But I think also
they made you grow out your hair though.
What'd you say?
They made you grow out your hair though.
Well, I mean, I like it at this point too.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I mean, because I've always had short hair my whole life, and it was fun to change something up because I never knew what it would grow like as an adult.
Yeah,
I've never seen it grow, so it's been like a fun journey.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, I think that the biggest key to any form of success, not that I would know, we would know because we're just starting out with a lot of things, but I think the biggest key to any form of success is to know where you fit in.
Yeah.
That's really hard, is to
Because not everybody is supposed to be on top. I think that's a misconception now.
Yeah.
Like if you're not the best at what you're doing, then you're a failure. No, some people are meant to
only
be the
one
bottom
person
feeders.
can be, so.
Yeah, and
like a CEO needs employees,
And then Top Spot has a lot of stress that comes with it too. But yeah, this was great. I love the conversation. This was a good fresh perspective on the show. I know we kind of deviated from music, so before we leave, I want to kind of reel it in a bit. Do you have any recommendations of any music at all, like
Music?
artists. Yes.
Oh yeah, can I
New,
look at my
old,
library real
Yeah,
quick?
yeah,
I
please,
don't want
pull
to
it
like
up.
look at my phone, but
No, you're good.
And while
Just-
she's looking that up,
Casual.
I just dropped my new podcast.
Hey,
It's-
check it out.
Yeah, between the
Yerp.
green, it's like so it's green, but then it's like a what the fuck is that shit called again?
Parentheses.
Bro, I just had a fucking
Brain
brain fart.
lapse.
Yeah, it's a parentheses E and then another parentheses. So my last name is Green with the E at the end. It's on your Spotify, Apple.
I will link it.
Yeah, Amazon, all that shit. So yeah,
Check out his podcast. Definitely do that.
yeah. It's only one episode up now, but I think I'm gonna do like 3 a week. So two or 3 a week.
Yeah, so check him out. Please subscribe too. Give him reviews.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna
Positive, negative, whatever you guys say, just say it.
I'm gonna link her social media, but she has a bigger following than me. But I'll link it anyway. So check her out.
please do.
Yeah.
Just waste some time.
Don't DM her any crazy shit though.
Please don't. I get enough feet questions and
Ah.
what I would do for $1,000. I don't need anymore.
Don't let nobody ask me that.
All right.
I'm getting that
nasty.
PS5.
You're nasty. All
Yeah,
right.
this is gross.
Music Rex. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Okay. So I would say I'm really on a Kate Trinata and Anderson .Paak kick right now.
That's cool. I like 'em.
if y'all want to vibe, I would recommend Kate Trinata and Anderson .Paak.
Yeah,
like I
me
literally
too.
just did a school project and I had to mention them.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2, I really am digging Masego.
Yes.
He's so talented.
he ripped his feature on Kalani's album.
I did not listen to that.
Like it was
I'm
on there and
so
you took it off.
underwater.
No, it's a saxophone. No, like he killed it. It was good.
Oh.
Now he ripped it off of that.
my
Yeah.
fault.
No, you're good. Like he killed it. He's a saxophonist, right?
He does everything.
He does everything.
Yeah.
But I like, or he's just an instrumentalist, but I like him a lot. So yes, check out those artists. We will also have a playlist update for you per usual. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Is there anything you guys want to say before we head out?
I love you guys.
Oh, she loves you. Anything you want to say?
Shit, I ain't got nothing.
All right.
Skip y'all then.
Well, cool. Thank you for tuning in to another great episode. Like I said, all the links will be in the bio and the link tree. So check us out and stay posted for more big things to come. And we will see you next time.
Phone one.
Gang, gang.
Peace.